Dr. Folashade Yemi-Esan, head of the Civil Service of the Federation HCSF, has underscored the need for government collaboration with the private sector to enable important bankable projects to come alive. The HCSF said this at the third quarter Public-Private Partnership Consultative Forum meeting in Abuja, organized by the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission. Yemi-Esan, represented by Mr. Farouk Yabu, Permanent Secretary Special Duties Office, said the collaboration would ensure a win-win where the government, private sector and end users benefit from the services of such projects.
With the current situation of our economy in recent times and the increased expectations from government to provide the desired infrastructure, therefore, public-private partnership is much needed to help the economy to grow. My dear partners in progress, the era of monotony of work is gone, as we are to think outside the box to be able to have the landmark that generations unborn will build upon. It is globally known that today PPP is a way to go to be able to close the infrastructure gaps. Therefore, all hands must be on deck to help put the country where it should be in relation to provision of necessary infrastructure. However, we all know that the success of digitalization depends on provision of sustainable infrastructure, such as electricity, telecommunications, and even water supply. Thus, in coming days, the Office of the Head of Civil Service of the Federation shall be working with the PPP units in all MDAs to ensure that an appropriate framework is established that will allow the various MDAs to be able to engage with private sector, at least to provide the much needed infrastructure that will power or empower our digitalization process through provision of reliable electricity, reliable telecommunication in all MDAs. Some of the members also visited the Lekki Deep Port in Lagos, courtesy of the Nigerian Ports PLC, NPA, on the 28th of July, 2022. The project, as reported, is expected to have direct economic impact by creating close to 170 jobs from the port's operations. Also, it's expected that the project is going to generate revenues to both states and federal government from taxes, royalties, duties that will amount to in excess of $200 billion. The visit affirms the importance of engaging PPP arrangements in the area of infrastructure development.
The Director General, ICRC, said the Commission had so far issued 58 full business case compliance certificates and 136 outline business case certificates. He congratulated the Federal Ministry of Transportation and Nigerian Port Authority for obtaining the Federal Executive Council approval of FBC on August 3, 2022, to develop the Badagry Deep Sea Port in Lagos.
Other successes recorded include the issuance of additional 3 full business case compliance certificates, 2 to the National Space Research and Development Agency for the research and development of satellite technology equipment for the provision of cost-effective satellite broadband to rural community. We also issued FBC certificate for their museum at the Obasanjo Space Center, Abuja. The third was to the Nigerian Police Force for the redevelopment of senior police officer quarters at Ikeja, Lagos. This brings to a total of 58 full business case certificates issued so far. Outline business case certificates were also issued to the Federal Ministry of Health for the development of Oncology Center for Excellency for Cancer Care in 8 teaching hospitals across the geopolitical zones. Federal Housing Authority for the development of 200-hectare land at Lube through PPP. NMPC Medical Service Limited for 3 projects, Kano intravenous fluid plant project, multipurpose specialist hospital in Lagos, and multipurpose specialist hospital in Maiduguri. This brings the total number of OBC certificate issued so far to 136.